There are many signs that the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season could be a very long and active one. I'll get you prepared for what you need to know right now.
This is Meteo Mundo.
Hi everyone, my name is Rusty McCranie. I'm the Chief Meteorologist here at Meteo Mundo. You're going to hear a lot about the fact that we're 100 days away from the start of the 2024 Atlantic hurricane season. But in reality, that season could start even earlier than that and be a very active and long one. So this is a first in a series of videos I'm going to make to help you get prepared for what could be a very active 2024 Atlantic hurricane season. As I stated, there are many signs that are pointing to the fact that we could have a very active season. The first thing I want to highlight are the sea surface temperatures currently in the Atlantic and in the Caribbean. They are averaging 5 to 10 degrees Fahrenheit or 2.8 to 5.6 degrees Celsius above normal. The current sea surface temperatures are what we would typically see in mid-July. And these are the current ocean temperatures. If you see the yellows and the oranges and the reds, those are sea surface temperatures already at or above 24 degrees Celsius, and in some areas even higher than 28 degrees Celsius. And that includes a lot of the Atlantic Basin, the Caribbean, and even portions of the Western Atlantic and the Gulf of Mexico. Another big transition that we're going to see is a La Nina pattern developing off the west coast of South America. Now, last year, we were in an El Nino pattern, and there are signs that we'll be transitioning into a La Nina pattern as we get closer to the start of hurricane season. A La Nina pattern are cooler waters off of the west coast of South America. But because ocean currents and wind currents are global, there are impacts to the Atlantic and the Caribbean. And typically in a La Nina, we see less wind shear, which can lead to more tropical activity. Last year in an El Nino, some of that wind shear helped to rip apart some of the storms that were developing, but less wind shear this year in a La Nina pattern could lead to more tropical activity. So what could happen? Here are some of the highlights that I think we could be seeing as we get closer to the Atlantic hurricane season. The first is that the season could actually start early, maybe even sometime in May, and end very late, sometime in November, potentially even beyond. Look for an above average number of named storms this season as well, and in subsequent videos, we'll delve deeper into some of the forecasts for the amount of storms that we could see, and any storms that develop, tropical storms and hurricanes, because of the high sea surface temperatures and the low wind shear, we could see rapid intensification. If you want these latest hurricane updates and the daily forecasts across the Caribbean and the Bahamas, make sure you like and subscribe right here to Meteo Mundo. I'll see you soon.